Okay, the subject today is depreciation. Now, the first thing, whenever you do have an asset and you purchase an asset, you would be setting up in your chart of accounts that asset. I am going to show you something in the assets here. You would choose any asset that you're going to be depreciating and call that a fixed asset. You're going to choose what type of asset that is. So if it is a vehicle, we can choose vehicle here. We can rename that. So if we're buying, let's say a car, we can call it a car. We are going to be tracking depreciation, so we're going to choose that track depreciation as an asset. You'll see that we have an original cost and depreciation. If this is a first-time purchase, both of those are going to be blank. If you are bringing it in and that is an item that you already have and have depreciated, you can put that original cost and what you've depreciated so far. Now I am going to go in and save and close this now. And let's go ahead and scroll up a little bit and you can see our car here, our depreciation and our original cost. Let's say we're going to purchase this with a check. And so we're going to choose a payee. Let's go ahead and say that we are buying this from Chin's Gas and Oil. And so they have a used car for us and we decide to purchase that car. So we choose the car, but here is where we use our sub-account and choose that original cost. The car cost us $5,000. We're going to save and close that. Now this is up on our balance sheet now. So when we look at our chart of accounts, once this closes, you're going to see now that our car has a value of $5,000. When you're depreciating something, you need to figure out, and there are lots of depreciation schedules. You can see one here. I just typed in depreciation schedule. You can do a straight line or a declining. If you need to ask your accountant about that, that's a good way to find out. But you're going to have a set amount that you are depreciating each year. Now, this is something that QuickBooks does not do. We want to move this value of this car, the original cost, and we want to depreciate that and move it down to an expense over a set amount of years. Let's say we're going to do this for 5 years and we're going to depreciate this $1,000 every year. Now, to depreciate it and move this down to our expenses, we need to create a journal entry. So we're going to start out, and let's say that 5/1 is when we're going to start this depreciation on this car. And I'm going to come in, and instead of actually creating this, I'm going to make this reoccurring. Now I'm going to call this my car depreciation. I'm going to schedule this. And you can see we can schedule it. We can have a reminder. This is scheduled. We're just going to do this 1 day in advance. We're going to do this monthly on the first day of the month. Let's go ahead and just say, now we want this to happen on that day. So monthly, first day of the month. We want this to happen every month. We want to start this on May 1st. And we're going to have this occur 60 times. Now, we're going to reduce the car asset. And so an asset is always a debit, so we're going to credit this and reduce this. And we're going to take the total amount here for $1,000 and divide that by 12. So we're going to every month depreciate this by $83.33. If you're wondering why we're doing it every month, you do it at the end of the year. What happens is if you're only looking at a month of profit and loss, it really looks upside down. Now we're going to go ahead and move this down to an expense called depreciation. And we're going to save this template. Now this is automated. We have now automated the whole system of depreciation. Once that's complete, we have our depreciation all set up.